Hey everybody, Josh, the old married gamer, and I'm doing a short podcast thing, whatever, because we podcast now a lot with the Josh and Deb cast and cast of the pod. And so I saw there was this category for old married gamer that I had set up a while back, and I forgot about it. So I'll throw something on here. Don't know if anybody's going to hear it, but hey, it's worth a try, right? And always when I did this old married gamer stuff back in the day, it was more to test out equipment for the day job, for the when we did Hatchet TV, the TV show and all that. And so yeah, that's what it is. But I did want to talk about that recently, even though, I mean, during my life, I've gone through different phases where I've dropped out of playing video games. One of those times was when the Xbox came out, right around that time. I never purchased an Xbox, a regular Xbox, the first one that came out. Because games were dumb, video games were dumb. It was a waste of time. That's the phase that I went through. And recently, around the end of the pandemic time, I kind of fell out of video games again. I mean, a lot of us got back into it when there wasn't anything else to do except walking around and staying away from people. And the only way we could connect was with on the online stuff that we were doing, all of us. So it was more Deb playing video games and we were streaming it. That was fun. And then some survival horror stuff. Well, recently, anybody that knows me on a personal level knows that I love Street Fighter. Back before even Street Fighter 2 came out, when I was playing the big button Street Fighter 1 at MacLeod Mall, and I forgot what the name of the arcade was, but Street Fighter was something different. And then also at MacLeod Park Mall, when Street Fighter 2 came out, that was it. It was done. And then it was at the Stop and Go gas station right down the street from my house. I don't know how much money over the years in quarters before I even had a checking account, before I had a debit card, before I had a credit card or anything like that, how much money I spent on Street Fighter, be it the Super Nintendo versions, or PlayStation, or Sega Saturn, getting imports, all that stuff. But I mean, when Street Fighter is kind of what got me back into gaming. I picked up an Xbox 360 only because I could play Street Fighter 4 on it, and that's why I got back into that. I did not get a PlayStation 5 for the longest time until Street Fighter 5 was out on there. I know 4 came over onto it also, and so that's where we had, Street Fighter 4 and Street Fighter 5. I loved Street Fighter 5. There's a lot of people that don't, but a few months ago, actually more than a few months ago, I finally picked up a PlayStation 5 only because Street Fighter 6 is coming out June 2nd, 2023. And so I was sitting there collecting dust, played Fall Guys for a while, which was fun, and played a couple other games that there was no justification for the platform of PlayStation 5. Didn't need that much graphics. Didn't need that much in sound or anything like that. I was completely happy with my PS4 when I was playing anything. But like I said, I only got the 5 because of FOMO, fear of missing out on Street Fighter 6. This was before it was readily available at GameStops and Walmarts and all that good stuff. Now all the scalpers are getting, catching the raw end of the stick now because it's available everywhere to buy. And if I would have known that, I would have waited and saved some money, and we actually went through a financial thing at that time because I did what I did. Nobody's fault but my own. So the other day we're sitting here and we're editing and I'm getting burned out, and I need to pull myself away from the computer. And Deb says that she wants a driving game, and I'm like, well, we have Mario Kart and a couple of Crash Racing and stuff like that, but she wants a 2-player, more realistic game, and she wants to see what the PlayStation can do, the PS5. So we go and we pick up Gran Turismo 7. Now, I have not played a Gran Turismo game since Gran Turismo 1, way back in the day. I have my original Gran Turismo around here somewhere. I gotta find it. I'll put it up on my Instagram or something like that. But I spent so much time on that game back in the day. And so we picked it up, and of course it's where it doesn't get you straight into the game. You have to earn it. You have to build up with the slow cars, and it's so realistic, and sometimes it's not very much fun, but you know, it sticks its hooks into you. And then now I know it's been out for a while, and people have played it, and I haven't played it, and I'm not saying oh, this is news or anything like that. This is just me sharing my experience with it. So one of the things I like to do to relax is drive. Even if I'm in traffic, I like to drive. I am a former professional driver, and yeah, that was my thing. So even as bad as traffic's getting in San Antonio and everywhere else, I like to drive. That's how I relax. So we pick up the game, and we start playing it. We sign in. I put it under Deb's name for the account, and she's playing it, and she's like, here, you want to try it? So okay. So sure enough, starting to build up the characters, starting to build up, though not the characters, but the cars, starting to get to the point where you can tune up the cars and everything like that. And I'm hooked. I am straight up hooked. It's what is it? May 2023. Street Fighter 6 comes out in June, and I downloaded the demo of it, and to be honest with you, I'm not too thrilled about it, but I have been playing Gran Turismo every day, just a little bit a day, just to, because I got hooked on it. But it's really cool. I took it over to my parents' house. My 70s plus. I don't know how old my parents are. High 70s? Low 80s? I took it over to their house. And my mom didn't play the game or anything like that, but my dad went crazy with the game, and he had fun with it. And at first when he was 8th place, he was like, oh, and then two more tries at it, and then he's like, wait a minute, and then it says first place finish, and ooh, Deb recorded, and I don't know if we're gonna put any video to this, but if we do, I might put that clip. But yeah, it was really rewarding. There's a bad stigma that we get as gamers. We get it from gamers and from those that aren't, about how you're wasting time. And then you get it from other gamers that if you're not putting in enough time, then you're not a gamer. But I mean, I think it's just my humble opinion that if you're getting any kind of enjoyment or any kind of relief in your life from playing a video game, then you're a gamer. You don't have to spend all your money on it. You don't have to spend all your time on it. Even if you're just picking up a phone and playing a phone game, a free game or whatever on your phone, and that's 5 minutes of your day. If it's your release, if it's your escape from the real world for a little bit, hey, you're a gamer. That's what I think. But yeah, I just did want to say Gran Turismo 7 has been really cool, and it's justified my purchase of a PlayStation 5. And yeah, I don't know how I'm going to feel about Street Fighter 6. I'm not very happy with the demo. I'm not very upset with it, but I mean, I don't know. I think the same thing happened when 5 came out. When Street Fighter 5 came out, I was like, oh man, Street Fighter 4 is amazing. And then, yeah, 5 came out, and then, it had its quirks. But I'm a big fan of 5 now. So maybe that's what's going to happen with 6, especially since they put in the you don't have to pay attention easy buttons. I'm not a big fan of that. But I'll talk about that later. And hopefully I'll do more of these. When Street Fighter 5 was out, I forgot to silence my phone. Sorry about that. I was doing updates for the weekly trials and stuff like that. So maybe that'll happen also. But I do have to talk about Zelda. the new Legend of Zelda game, which I did pick up, Tears of the Kingdom. And oh man, this is why I didn't want to get the game. because I picked it up yesterday, day before yesterday, and I know I've already invested like 6, maybe 7 hours of my life playing the game already, and I'm anywhere on the game. And because it's the way that I play, where I got to check for everything and see if I can find everything before going on, just walking around. And I'm going to have to limit myself on this game, maybe playing once a week, just because I get lost. I remember a few years ago where first world problems, I'm lucky enough to get 9 days off for Thanksgiving. And I spent all of those 9 days playing Breath of the Wild. Completely lost that whole vacation block. And this game, I don't know. Playing the game, it seems like they're catering to all the people that hacked Breath of the Wild. And where you can attach different things. And I mean, they know what their customers want. There are so many people that were trying to find weird ways to travel across, Hyrule. And now that's what they have. But, yeah. The Legend of Zelda, Tears of the Kingdom is definitely, it's going to be game of the year. But not that my opinion matters. I'm just talking about video games and how they affect me. And yeah, Gran Turismo 7, the new Legend of Zelda, Tears of the Kingdom, and then Street Fighter 6 coming out. I'm going to need to find some kind of work-life video game balance. Exercise, got to mix some exercise in there, But yeah, so let me know if I should still keep on doing podcasts or not, or if this is something that I don't know. Even if there's just one person out there, like I said, this is always something I've done just to test out equipment for the other aspects of my life. And but yeah, if my friends want to connect this way, I'm down. If there's some new people out there that want to hear this type of stuff, let me know. I'm down. All right. So until next time, I'm Josh. And Old Married Gamer on Instagram, Facebook, and I think Twitter. I don't know. Old Married Gamer. If not, you can always find mine and Deb's and our buddy Cobweb's podcast at Cast the Pod. All right. Until next time. Peace. Thanks for listening.